Sam.
Maxwell.
It's club time.
It is Vinyl Club time. And it's been a busy couple of weeks for us, I got to say, my boy.
Bit on around the traps. I've just realised I haven't gone and gotten you a record yet.
No, that's okay. We've got that many around here.
I might sneak out mid-record and go get you one, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, cool.
No, I do have one for you. It's all right.
Perfect. Before we get into last week's homework,
Yeah.
I did want to give a quick shout out to some friends of the show, recent friends of the show, who've been very generous with us.
Sure.
Just shout out Bondi Records and Sumerian Records,
Oh, yeah.
who sent us a little gift pack recently.
Not together, just to clarify.
No, not together.
Yeah.
Bondi Records allowed me to have a little bit of a shop with them, which was very gracious of them. You'll see it on the socials. I picked up the Twilight soundtrack, which cops too much heat. It is fucking full of bangers.
I'm assuming you went straight to the baseball scene, straight to Muse.
Well, you look at the list, like Supermassive Black Hole, Decode, I Caught Myself, underrated Paramore song, the other ones on there. Like Bella's Lullaby, Robert Pattinson.
Look,
Oh,
all I'm saying is there's really two good songs on that soundtrack.
Yeah, it's Decode and Supermassive Black
and Decode.
yeah. Decole.
Decode. Hello, guys. My name's Decole.
I also picked up Shed by Tidal Fight, just an essential given my collection. And
Expanding
then
the Yipperverse.
yeah, exactly. And then shout out Sumerian, they sent us Static Dress's new album that we've been raving on about, and Sachi 6's new album, which is very Sachi 6. It's very brutalist.
I mean, good to get the vinyl thoughts out early. I like it.
Oh yeah, we've got more. Like we've got a little group order coming too, Maxwell.
A group hors d'oeuvre.
Yes, which will catch a few people by surprise, I feel. There's a few goodies coming that
Very potentially.
we've selected. But anyway, let's dive into the homework.
It's homework time, Sam.
Zip, zip. The crossover of the century.
Sam, I think... So this is... For listeners who didn't listen to last week...
Do you want me to intro?
Intro, yeah, sure.
Maxwell, I gave you Hendle by Trials.
Yes.
And Trials is an artist that I was lucky enough to see open for Hilltop Hoods when I took my old man. He's very cool. He... I think you mentioned he's part of AB Original.
Yes.
But when I saw him live, he does this really cool, think like R&B, funk, kind of bass-driven, groovy loop vibe is how I would very loosely group him.
If Ed Sheeran was good.
If Ed Sheeran was good and indigenous.
Yeah, fair enough.
But Trials was sick when I saw him, full of energy, one-man band, just like non-stop heat. And yeah, I'm keen to hear your thoughts.
So Trials, he's been, as you mentioned, he's part of AB Original. He's also part of the hip-hop band Funk Oars. He's worked with a stack of other artists as well. But this is his first debut record under his own name. And I hope I got that right, but I think it is. And it's interesting. It's extremely autobiographical. Like this record basically tells the story of his life, or at least his childhood, and kind of like almost down to like a, and then I did this and then I did this kind of level. Not in that style, obviously, but like, it's pretty like, play by play kind of thing, which is interesting because, you get a lot of autobiographical records that are kind of taking the themes of someone's life and playing them through. But this is a lot more kind of event. There is, I don't want to make it sound like he literally goes through and has like, and then I did this and like, it's not like that at all. But like there are times when he is telling the story of his life.
Yeah.
Quite directly. And it's interesting to see kind of to take that like thematic and lyrical, through line, and then to figure what songs and production and instrumentation that Trials has kind of put on to each of those songs and each of those moments in his life. It's very interesting to hear. So starting out with the song Run to the River, it tells quite a harrowing tale about how when he was a kid, he and his mum escaped home, ran from home away from his father, and moved to the UK, and kind of cut off contact with his dad, her husband, sorry, and very heartbreaking introduction to his life. But the way that he's chosen to then sort of punctuate that musically is this kind of acoustic guitar, very almost country feeling. You know what I mean? Like it kind of has that sort of three chords and the truth country thing to it. And texturally, it's different to what you kind of expect. If you think of a hip hop album kicking off, you don't expect those textures to be what are the first things you're going to hear. Then you come out of that into a song called Six Letter Word, which is really hinting at racial abuse that he received as growing up. Six Letter Word implied to be in the N-bomb, and it's very, Sam's counting some letters out here, but very like dark synthetic instrumentation. So you've gone from this like country texture into this kind of like grimy, dark urban sound.
Yeah.
And it's so interesting to hear, like, it's almost a bit film noir, almost like modern.
That's cool.
So like within those first two songs, you're really seeing how Trials is playing with textures from all over the place to kind of help him tell the story about his life. Throughout the rest of the records, Cool World and What's the Color of Love, both that had these kind of big soul sample style, like, playing the instrumentation, but then playing with it so it sounds sampled, like it's been cut from an old record. Polywaffle has this kind of like Damn Humble by Kendrick Lamar, like piano stripped back kind of sound to it. Be an Adult has kind of like aggressive alternate dance kind of sound. So like there's a lot of different textures that Trials is playing with here. And it's really cool. The week before last, I talked about Enter Shikari, how they also play with a lot of different sounds and textures.
Yeah.
And there was less of like a through line thematically. This obviously has a lot more through line because it's very autobiographical. But I think I think that is making this album obviously a lot more cohesive in how it sounds. Yes. And I really enjoyed it. It's really fun. Fun is not the right way to describe this record, but it's very fun musically to hear how he's representing what are often quite tragic, quite heartbreaking, or quite difficult times in his life with these different ranges of sounds. And it's not all sad. Some of it's joyous. Some of it is happy, and some of it is triumphant as well. Like, Trials overcoming trials, if you will.
Yeah.
The song The Hill You Died On at the end sounds a bit like Go by the Chemical Brothers, and it feels like him kind of conquering something and getting to the end and being like, I fucking did it, which is great.
Which is cool. Exactly.
And so I think it's a really good record to see how someone's put the musical pieces together with the thematic pieces to tell that story. Some of the other artists that he's written for and recorded with have been like people like the Hilltop Hoods, Draft. He wrote and recorded like Jimmy Ricard and Rapunzel and Life of Riley, all those like Draft bangers.
That's cool.
Seth Century, Illy. He's been on tracks with DZ Death Rays, Dan Sultan, Archie Roach, like a real range of artists. And you can kind of hear how he's like cherry picked moments from each of those artists, or like the work that he's done with them, and gone, how does that sound or that texture play into a moment in my life, and then put that through on this record. So, really a really interesting way to build an autobiographical story musically, and well worth checking out if you haven't had a chance.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you can see him live, I would encourage it strongly because it's so fun. He talks about, these key issues, and he talks about his story, and he's very open with it, but still brings so much energy and fun as well, which I think is an important balance to strike when it's a live show. Yeah, definitely. I would be really keen to check out his live show off the back of this, just hearing how he built it, like from the recorded version, to see how he puts it together live with the loops and kind of what he's playing out, as you were saying, kind of the way he does it. It'd be so interesting to see how he builds it, like Lego, musical Lego, you know what I mean? Musical Lego. Yeah. It's all about that. Sam, it's time for you to get some homework. Let's do it. Now, I'm going to go on a technicality here. Oh, it's a repeat? It's not a repeat, although I do have a repeat coming up for you at some point soon. What I've got for you is an EP. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you the headline EP, and then I'm going to give you a secondary EP, which will also be on the bill. Okay. Two EPs for the price of one. Two Ps. First EP is this one. Arguably Blink's best release ever. It would go right up there, I think. Dogs Eating Dogs. You haven't even opened it. No, freshy. It's pixelated. Is it? Yeah. What the fuck? Yeah.
Is the front?
No,
Oh,
just the back.
that's really fucking weird.
Yeah, the back's pixelated. Maybe that's intentional.
Maybe. Okay, that's odd. So Dogs Eating Dogs, Blink-182 came out in 2012, just after they dropped Neighborhood, but then before they broke up again.
Yes.
And I think a really weird little 4 or 5 track release that just kind of sits between the albums and doesn't really sound like any of the other albums.
I know Pretty Little Girls. That's a banger. Looking at the pixelation now.
Yeah, I don't.
It is pixelated.
That is really weird.
Yeah, it's weird.
Okay.
The front's clean though.
Yeah, really fucking. Unless it is just deliberate and shit.
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah.
And then the second one.
The second one is an EP that I spent a lot of time talking about last year. It's Midnight Money by Felony.
Oh, okay. So I thought you were giving me another Blink one.
No, it's a completely different artist, but I thought, why don't we do a couple of EPs? You know,
Sure.
Because I think one EP probably not enough to fill out a whole episode. We can double it up.
Midnight Memory, Felony.
Midnight Money by Felony.
Midnight Money by Felony.
And Dogs Eating Dogs by Blink.
Blink. Cool.
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan to me, sir.
Let's do it. Any final thoughts?
No. As I said, we've been very lucky to have a couple of companies that we work with quite closely reach out and give us some little gifts.
Mm-hmm.
So my appetite is sufficed.
That's satiated, is it?
Yes. But I'm excited to get our new haul through because we've got some very niche picks that I think people will love. Any vinyl thoughts for you?
No, at the moment I've for the last couple of weeks I've told the same story, which is I'm trying not to spend too much. I've got so much. I'm in so much debt after the last little while, but I've got the last of my vinyl subscription gift that Liz bought me for for Christmas. Sorry, that's coming later this month. So I'm keen to give that a spin when it gets here.
Very exciting, sir. Well.
Catch us next week.
See ya.